Overseas Minnesota Governor and former US Vice Presidential candidate Tim Walz has spoken publicly about allegations of massive fraud within his state. He has cast doubt over estimates of fraud being as high as $9 billion, saying the claims are politically motivated.
This is on my watch. I am accountable for this. And more importantly, I am the one that will fix it.
Governor Walz says his administration takes fraud cases in Minnesota very seriously, applauds federal investigations leading to prosecutions, most recently in housing programs and autism centers. But his administration says massive dollar amounts now being thrown around are unfounded.
We've seen evidence of tens of millions of dollars in fraud to this point. We don't have evidence in hand to suggest that we have $9 billion in fraud in these benefits over the last 7 years.
On Thursday, Assistant U.S. Attorney Joe Thompson, who's been the leading prosecutor in the $250 million Feeding Our Future fraud and was announcing charges in other Medicaid-related schemes, suggested half or more of the $18 billion paid out by the state since 2018 was potentially fraudulent. The state's Inspector General for the Department of Human Services says if the feds have proof, they'd like to see it.
If there is evidence of Medicaid fraud, the state should be given that information so DHS can slam the door on these people and businesses that are engaging in fraud.
1 week ago, Walz announced former BCA head Tim O'Malley is the state's new fraud prevention director and insists he's serious about fixing holes in the system that criminals have exploited, accusing his opponents of focusing on political opportunities instead of action.
Nobody in the legislature on the Republican side is interested in solving this. My God, it would be the worst thing in the world for them if this is solved like we're doing it here early this year, because then what are they going to run on?